Hello student, a very good morning to everyone. So today we are going to discuss Unit 1 Pilot Plant Scale Up. The topic that is remaining topic SUPAC. SUPAC stands for Scale Up Post Approval Changes, not Charges. Okay. So keep in your mind it is Scale Up Post Approval Changes. Scale Up Post Approval Changes. That means some changes is essential during their approval process. Approval, that means when you are formulate a product, after formulation a product, some approval, NDA, FDA approval is needed. So during their approval process, if any problem arises during their manufacturing process, during their composition, during their different testing, so to overcome this problem, you have to need to some change, okay, in order to getting the product, in order to maintaining the quality of the product. So these changes, scale up post approval changes includes basically manufacturing process, composition. Suppose you are making a product, the product is not fulfill the criteria or that not fulfill the standard criteria that will be mentioned in the official book. So you have to change the composition of this formulation. Then manufacturing process. Suppose you are using a process, that process is not enough to getting the product as a standard quality. So you have to change the process. Okay, and you have to incorporate another new method or new process that can that having the ability to provide you sufficient good quality or good strength of the product. Okay, then manufacturing equipment and the equipment that is used for the manufacturing process, if any changes is needed, then you have to change the equipment. And also manufacturing sites, it is also important. Changes of manufacturing sites. Suppose you are making a product in a environment or in a manufacturing sites where the sufficient facility are unavailable. So you have to change the manufacturing site from one unit to another unit or one site to another site. Okay. These are the important changes that totally deal with the SUPAC guidelines. So SUPAC is scale up post approval changes. That changes deal with the manufacturing composition, manufacturing process, equipment, and as well as manufacturing site. So these guidelines have to be approved for the implementation. So guide the industry regarding the SUPAC. Okay, so that will help to guide the industry, and this SUPAC guidelines help to guidance the specific industry, basically in case of pharmaceutical industry, and that will help to provide the product at standard quality. Okay. So what are the important SUPAC changes needed? SUPAC IR means immediate release of solid oral dosage form. Solid oral dosage form, that means basically tablet. So solid dosage form means tablet or capsule. Immediate release means, that means after administration, when it come into the GI tract, when it come into the contamination with GI tract or GI fluid, the drug will immediately release. That means the disintegration. So for this purpose, super disintegrating agent. That super disintegrating agent having the ability that will help to break down or disintegrate the product within 3 minutes. Okay. So it is important features that you have to keep in your mind. So SUPAC guidelines for immediate release tablet of solid dosage form, you have to keep in your mind that the drug will be released. So after disintegration, drug will be released from the dosage form. So for this purpose, you have to add the sufficient quantity of super disintegrating agent. Okay, that's having the capability to disintegrate the product, disintegrate the formulation within 3 minutes, and that will help to release the product from the formulation. And if the drug or API is released after the release of the formulation, the therapeutic effect, the pharmacological action will show immediately. Okay. Then SUPAC MR, that means modified release solid dosage form. Modified release, that means suppose you are making a product or making solid dosage form that having the modified, that means that having the ability to release the drug in certain concentration after certain period of time. So okay, then SUPAC that is sometimes called sustained release also. Okay, then SUPAC guidelines for SS, that means non-sterile semi-solid dosage form. Non-sterile, that means the formulation that is not sterilized properly. So that is non-sterile. The not sterile semi-solid formulation includes mainly cream, paste, okay, wine making, okay. So this also SUPEC guidelines deals with the solid as well as semi-solid formulation. Okay, what are the guidelines? NDAs, new drug applications, okay. ANDAs, that means abbreviated new drug application. AADS, abbreviated antibiotic application, okay. These all are three are the important guidelines. New drug application and abbreviated new drug application. Suppose you are discover a new drug or new formulation, so approval is needed from the NDA to FDA, Federal Drug Administration. New drug application. So suppose you are making a formulation, so you have to apply the NDA. Then after getting the approval of NDA, if you read about the drug discovery process in your IPQA, that means in your jurisprudence or in your syllabus having the jurisprudence section having the new drug application, how a drug discovered, launch into the market, there will be different steps involved. Okay, NDA application, then NDA to FDA to different clinical studies and report have to be submitted. If the report is sufficient enough and the data is sufficient enough as compared to standard data, then the different pre-formulation studies parameter also considered. Okay, after considering the data is fulfill the standard quality of the standard data, then this drug will be approved. FDA will approval will get it. After FDA approval, the drug will be launched to the market. Then abbreviated, any abbreviation needed for their application, new drug application purpose, that is the abbreviated new drug application. Abbreviated antibiotic, suppose you are making an antibiotic tablet, suppose you are making amoxicillin tablet. If any abbreviation needed during their application process, that means that is the total related with the abbreviated antibiotic drug application. Abbreviated antibiotic application. Okay. Then some basic terminology that deals with the SUPEC guidelines. Okay. Batch. So in industry generally manufacturing processes deal with the batch manufacturing process. Okay. So morning shift, evening shift, day shift, different shifting wise the batch will batch are work or batch are engaged into the manufacturing industry for their manufacturing process. Okay. So batch is important. So batch manufacturing process is important for getting increase the productivity and the rate of production can be increased. Then continuous continuous campus. Continuous campus, that means any campus that is totally linked to it. Okay, that means the campus, it is unbroken site. It is continuous campus. Continuous campus means that means the campus is not separated. The campus is continuous. One site is attached with another site. Okay, that is the continuous campus. Dissolution test, that dissolution test you have already performed in your industrial pharmacy 1 in tablet section. So dissolution test is important. Dissolution helps to identify the drug release also. Okay, basically for dissolution study you are making 0.1 normal HCl solution, and sometimes phosphate buffers are also used because in our body system pH is generally 7.4, so you have to prepare the pH 7.4 after getting the standard solution. You have to perform the dissolution test by using different dissolution apparatus. Okay, spiral or basket, ES2 model 1, ES2 model 2. Okay, I3 model 1, spiral and basket type different dissolution apparatus are available, and by performing the dissolution study we can understand, we can getting the result of drug release study. Okay. Then drug product that means when the API are mixed with a excipient and after mixing we are formulating the product, that is known as drug product. Equipment that means the manufacturing during the manufacturing process, all the equipment that is engaged, that is the equipment of used for the manufacturing process. New drug substance formulations, it is also same. drug product and formulation here about same formulation, that means all the excipient, all the API, equipment. Okay, after specific procedure or method, we are getting the product, that is known as formula. We are getting the product, that is the product is known as formulation. Okay, after it is getting the specific dosage from the formulation is ready. Okay, the new drug substance, that means any drug substance is discovered by research and development department. This drugs is known as new drug substance. New drug substance is also needed to approval as NDA application and NDA to FDA application. Then validation we have already heard about. What is validation? Validation is, it is a series of documentation, okay, documented evidence that will provide high accuracy. Okay, that accuracy will fulfill the standard protocol. Okay, as you are maintaining the documented evidence towards a formulation, towards a manufacturing process, towards a equipment, towards a API, okay, towards a plant. So that will provide the high degree of assurance. Okay, high degree of assurance, and that data will help to match the data of standard protocol. Okay, so this is the process of validation. Then coming to the changes. So changes include different changes. First one, level of changes, then filling document changes, and then third one is recommended chemistry and manufacturing and control test. These three basically these three factors deals with the SUPEC guidelines, deals with the SUPEC guidelines of changes. Okay, so basically three factors deals with the SUPEC guidelines of changes. A different level of changes and filling document and recommended chemistry and manufacturing and control test. So basically level of changes, level 1 includes minor change. Suppose during their approval process, as per SUPEC guidelines, so minor change, that means sometimes it will lead to a change in the some composition, minor change. Okay, some size or some equipment, that is minor change. Moderate change, that means basically all the changes deals with the quality of the product and performance of the product. Quality that means purity of the product, and performance that means performance totally deal with the therapeutic efficacy or biological activity or pharmacological action. Okay, if the quality of the product is not up to the level, or performance of this formulation is not up to the level, so for this purpose some changes you have to perform during your manufacturing process in the manufacturing premises. Okay, so some major, minor and major change. Major change, that means sometimes it leads to the change in the total composition of the formulation. Sometimes it leads to the change in the manufacturing site. Okay, major, this is the major change. Okay, manufacturing site. Okay, so and then filling documents, that means after formulation or formulating the product, we have to store properly or fill properly in a container. So after filling, the different stability study you have to perform. So different stability, during the performance of the stability study, you have to record the different data. Okay, if the data is fulfill the standard quality of the standard, if the stability testing data is fulfill the quality of the standard data, then that data will be accepted. Okay, and that data will be, so that data basically deal with the annual report. Okay, annual report means annual stability study of a formulation. Okay, supplementary changes, any changes needed for during the stability performance stability studies, that also recorded. Then coming to the last one, that is recommended chemistry and manufacturing and control test. Okay, it includes different tests: in vitro test, in vivo. In vitro or dissolution test, that means you have to perform the dissolution test into the laboratory where the human or animals cell line is not used. But in case of in vivo study, there will be human beings or animals, that formulation is applied into the human beings or animals. Okay. Okay, so SUPEC changes, scale of post-approval changes. So so scale up post approval changes mainly basically done for fulfill the CGMP, GMP criteria, good manufacturing practice criteria. So for this purpose, different changes is needed. So composition changes, manufacturing process changes, manufacturing equipment changes, and manufacturing site changes. Okay, these all are the major changes. Okay. So these changes includes different level. Okay, different level of changes. Level 1, level 2, and level 3. Okay. So in case of composition, there will be level 1, level 2, and level 3 changes. In case of manufacturing process, there are also level 1, level 2, and level 3 changes, and manufacturing equipment there will be also level 1. Because I have already discussed that different level of changes, minor level, what is minor level, what is major level, and what is moderate level. Okay. Okay, suppose equipment, in case of equipment, there will be needed some cleaning of the equipment, because there will be some chance to contamination of the products, because equipment generally made up from the stainless steel or iron. Okay, there will be chance to contamination of the product. So specific coating sometimes needed in this equipment, or sometimes specific cleaning is needed, that will lead to the contamination of the product. So these are the some changes. Okay, so these changes is minor changes. So major changes includes totally substitutions of equipment into another equipment. Okay. So we are discussing here the site changes, important one. So what are the site changes? Site changes that includes the changes of sites for the maintaining the CGMP guidelines, to maintaining the standard quality of the product as per the CGMP, good manufacturing practice. Okay. So this section consists of the changes of the location of manufacturing site, either of the manufacturing or contract manufacturing facility, and this section does not include the scale up changes. Okay, this site should be done in accordance with the CGMP guidelines. Okay, so these changes is basically done not for scale up purpose. These changes is done for the to fulfill the CGMP guidelines. Site changes mainly deal with the maintaining the quality of the product as per CGMP guidelines. Okay. Okay. So these changes includes different level of changes: level 1, level 2, and level 3. Level 1 changes include the changes of sites within the single facility. Okay. So basically, level 1 in case of site changes, that deals with the changes of manufacturing site in a single facility. Single facility, that means where the all the facility in a single facility, where the all facility available, where the standard operating procedure has been maintained, where the same equipment are used, single facility, and where the same control, that means same environmental control. Okay, and the same personnel, that means the person or the employee, they are engaged into the manufacturing process. Same personnel also can change from in a single in a site. Okay, where where the single facility available. Okay, the site can be, the person can also change. Okay, but the person will be the same person. Okay, those are engaged into the manufacturing process. Okay, and the same environmental condition, the temperature, okay, and humidity, and there will be no change made for the manufacturing batch record. So for this purpose, level 1 changes, there is no need to change in the manufacturing batch record. So basically that deals with the changes of the site in the single facility, changes of the site within a single facility, where the where the standard operating procedure has been maintained, and the same equipment, same employees, same control, okay, same environment, okay, and the same employee or employees who having the sufficient experience, sufficient skill, sufficient knowledge. Okay, and where the master formula, no need to change in the master formula, manufacturing batch record. Okay, that is the level 1 changes. So level 1 changes includes the different test documents changes, test document, types of test document, chemistry documentation, and as well as dissolution documentation. So chemistry documentation includes the application and compendial release equipment. Okay. Then dissolution study, I have already discussed in vitro and in vivo dissolution study. That basically deals with the disintegration, dissolution, and drug release study. Okay. Dissolution is the rate limiting step for absorption. So this is the in case of rapid release tablet. So in this case the dissolution is high because as the disintegration is the faster. Okay, as we are using super disintegrating agent. The property of the super disintegrating agent that will help to break down the product within a 3 minutes. Okay, so concentration of the super disintegrating agent is important for the formulation purpose. Okay, so these are the level 1 changes, basically site changes. Okay, so level 1 changes টা কি কিস কার সাথে ডিল করছে না সাইট changes of site within a single facility, where all the standard operating procedure has been maintained, the same equipment, same personnel and same control, that means same guidelines has been followed, and the person or employee, those are employees will be same. Okay, and suitable experience and manufacturing process and should be used, and environmental conditions should be used. Environmental condition, that means the temperature and pH, and also no change made for the manufacturing batch record. Okay, so manufacturing batch record is important for any industry, so there will be no need to change. Okay, in case of level 2, that means the manufacturing site changes between the adjacent city block. Okay, adjacent city block, that means the in case of level 2 changes, the manufacturing site can be changed from one site to another site, that will be attached in a single unit, single plant or single block. Okay, so adjacent block, okay, that will be attached in the adjacent block or adjacent city or the adjacent site within a contiguous campus. Contiguous, that means continuous campus, there will be not discontinuation, that means the campus of the manufacturing will be attached, adjacent, okay, with each other. So these types of changes, manufacturing site is known as level 2 changes. Okay, so here the level 2 changes also where the standard operating procedure maintain, same equipment also maintain, same control, same personnel, same environmental condition. Okay, and there no change are made for the manufacturing batch record. Here also no need to change into the manufacturing batch record. Then level 3 changes. Level 3 changes, that means the it deals with the totally changes of the manufacturing site to the totally different campus. That means that campus is not adjacent or contiguous in nature. That means the manufacturing site will be changed from the one campus or one manufacturing site to the another campus of a manufacturing site. Okay, so that means the it is not deals with the contiguous or continuous campus. The campus will be totally different in nature. Okay, where the standard operating procedure, same equipment, same batch, same common, that means employee already working on the campus who have suitable experience and manufacturing process, and the same environmental condition, that means same temperature and pH, and are used and no change made for the manufacturing batch record. Okay, except for the administration information for the location of the facility. Okay, so there is also no need to change in the manufacturing batch record. Okay, I think you are getting my point, what I am discussing, what I am trying to discuss today. So site change basically deal with the minor, major, and minor change, moderate change, and major change. That is the minor change, that is the moderate change, that is the major change. Okay, level 1 changes mainly change with the single sites, change of the sites within a single facility, where the standard operating procedure, same worker, same control, same environmental control. Okay, same temperature, environmental control, that means the temperature and pressure, temperature and humidity also maintained. Okay, and the same common personnel, that means the employee engaged into the manufacturing process, they will be enough skill, they having enough skill and knowledge. Okay, so there will be no need to change in the manufacturing batch record. In case of level 2 changes of site change, that means the changes of site between adjacent city block or adjacent site. Okay, so one manufacturing site will be transferred from into another site towards a adjacent block. Okay, so at the adjacent block adjacent, that means the manufacturing site, manufacturing site will be transferred from one site to another site in a adjacent plant. Okay, where the contiguous campus, in a contiguous campus, that means where the continuation have been maintained, where the different manufacturing site will be available, and that is contiguous, that means that is adjacent with each other. Okay, And the level 3 changes where you have the operating procedure, standard operating procedure has been maintained, same equipment, same control, same person, okay, and same environmental condition are used, and no changes are made for manufacturing batch record. No changes is made for manufacturing batch record. And because of level 3 manufacturing, there are also changes of the manufacturing site, totally different campus. One manufacturing site will be transferred into another manufacturing site in a different campus. That is not adjacent, contiguous in nature. That is not adjacent. That is not attached with each other. Okay. So one manufacturing site will be transferred into the another unit of the campus. Okay. So here the standard operating procedure. Okay. Same equipment, same control, same personnel. Okay. Same manufacturing process, same environmental condition are used, and no need to change into the manufacturing batch record. Okay. So all this the site changes, as well as I am discussing here the manufacturing site changes, as well as there also need to change into the composition if the formulation is not fulfill the standard quality as per SUPEC guidelines. Okay. So you have to change the level 1 changes, level 2 changes as per SUPEC guidelines during the composition. So you have to change the excipient sometimes. Okay. In case of manufacturing process, you have to change the process, minor changes, moderate changes, and major changes. Total process will be substituted. Okay. So these are SUPEC guidelines. I think you are getting my point. If anyone having any doubt, you can discuss into the discussion.